Arizona Hot Topics here. And in today's Hot Topic, I want to talk about who's got the bigger one between Obama and Trump. Who is the bigger one? Who do you think does? That's what the media was talking about for a few days. I can't believe it. So who had the bigger one? That was my dog. My dog thinks Trump does. So, anyhow, the bigger one as far as inauguration crowds. But I think it's funny because it sounds like locker room talk, doesn't it? Trump was giving a rough time about his locker room talk about women many months ago. And now here the media is talking about who's got the bigger one. So, I think personally Trump does. And here's why. Not only is his bigger, his is also longer. Here's why. When you look at just the actual location, but you also look at what happened in cities throughout the United States, cities throughout the world, and what happened also on the internet, and the days even afterwards, Trump's was the longest and the biggest. When I look at the crowd, first off, it was rain. It had bad weather. There was a little bit of rain. You saw people with umbrellas and rain gear at Trump's inauguration, and Obama's, the weather was better. But you also had this, though. You also had protesters. Now, for the crowd to be part of this inauguration, I'm not talking about strictly supporting Obama or Trump or Obama. I'm talking about just people that participated in the inauguration. There was protesters. There was protesters all over Washington, D.C., protesters throughout the entire country and even the world. You include them in that calculation of people. You also include the marchers the following day, even those, the quote, women's march thing. They were marching. They were celebrating Trump's victory, Trump being president. So when you take in consideration the marches and the protests and the people that were physically there, and then you take in consideration who watched it live on TV, who watched it on the internet, who watched it the following day. I watched it 2 days later. So I have to be included in that count, right? And then you listen to the media. The media was still talking about it days later. Days later, the media was talking about it. So, who had the biggest inauguration? Trump. Who had the longest? Multiple days? Trump. Without a doubt, hands down. And you got to thank the media, because the media actually helped out that cause. So if the media would not have covered the protesters or the marchers, you wouldn't even have known about them. So anyhow, this is Jeff Arizona Hot Topics. And who is bigger? Who's got the bigger one? Trump or Obama?